What is up, book nerds? My name is Hillary and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing my TBR game for the month of March. So in February I did not get to two books that were on my February TBR, so they're going to roll over into March, and those two books are Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. I just was not in the mood to finish this series this past month, and it's a big book, and I read so many other books this month, but I'm hoping that I get to it in March and finish out this series. The next book that I did not get to is My Friend Anna, The True Story of a Fake Heiress by Rachel Delake Williams. I just did not get to this one, but I will be getting to this in March. Alright, so pick number 1 is going to be a hardcover book. So this can be any book that I own that is hardcover. Now I just have to figure out what book I'm in the mood to read. Alright, so for hardcover book, I chose How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. This is his newest book that just came out I think it was the end of January. And I have been excited for this book. I've been keeping an eye out on Instagram and everything he's had to say about it. And I've loved his Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. And I did enjoy the Final Girls Support Group by him. But this one says, when Louise finds out that her parents have died, she dreads going home. She doesn't want to leave her daughter with her ex and fly to Charleston. She doesn't want to deal with her family home, stuffed to the rafters with the remnants of her father's academic career and her mother's lifelong obsession with puppets and dolls. She doesn't want to learn how to live without the two people who knew and loved her best in the world. Most of all, she doesn't want to deal with her brother Mark, who never left their hometown, gets fired from one job after another, and resents her success. Unfortunately, she'll need his help to get the house ready for sale, because it'll take more than some new paint on the walls and clearing out a lifetime of memories to get this place on the market. But some houses don't want to be sold, and Louise and Mark's home has other plans for both of them. This sounds really good. I love haunted house stories, and can't wait to get to this one. Alright, so pick number 2 is a book with mixed reviews. So I'm going to have to look at my books and see what I have, and then go on Goodreads and see if they have a bunch of mixed reviews on them. So let me go see what I got. Alright, so a book with mixed reviews. I checked my Goodreads, and this one has 36% 5 stars, 39% 4 stars, 18% 3 stars, 4% 2 stars, and 1% 1 star. And I have heard a bunch of mixed reviews on BookTube about this book, so I'm excited to see what I think about it. And it's a newer book that I recently bought, and that book is The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. I don't really know much about this, and I don't want to know too much going in, but it says on the back little thing, it says, romance is dead, but this isn't what she had in mind. That's all I want to know going into it, and really see what I think about it, because it is a shorter book, so I don't want to be spoiled for anything. Alright, pick number 3. I guess I'm going with that one that fell out. And pick number 3, because it fell out of my cup, is Out of Your Comfort Zone. This is not really what I wanted for this month. But let's see what I got, or I can just add another pick. Alright, so for Out of My Comfort Zone, I don't know if this one is for sure out of my comfort zone, but I have tried to read this multiple times, but I really want to give it a go this month, and I've heard great things about it, and that book is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I don't know much about this. It says, Achilles, the best of all the Greeks, son of the cruel sea goddess Thetis, Thetis, and the legendary king Peleus, Peleus is strong, swift, and beautiful, irresistible, and to all who meet him, Patroclus is an awkward young prince exiled from his homeland after an act of shocking violence. Brought together by chance, they forge an inseparable bond, despite risking the gods' wrath. They are trained by the centaur Chiron in the arts of war and medicine, but when word comes that Helen of Sparta has been kidnapped, all the heroes of Greece are called upon to lay siege to Troy in her name. Seduced by the promise of a glorious destiny, Achilles joins their cause, and torn between love and fear for his friend Patroclus follows. Little do they know that the cruel fates will test them both as never before and demand a terrible sacrifice. This sounds really good. Like I said, I've heard great things about it. It's just, I don't think I was ready before to read it. So this is going to be from out of my comfort zone read. All right, pick number 4. Is a book that intimidates you. Yay! Great. Oh, I'm loving my life for the month of March. So a book that really intimidates me is Underneath the Sycamore Tree by b.celeste. And I know what you're thinking, well, it doesn't look like it's that big of a book or anything like that. But the reason why this intimidates me is because I know I'm most likely going to cry reading this book. And if you know me, I don't really cry that often reading. But this is about a girl whose sister recently died, and she finds out that she has the same sickness that her sister just died from. And so, I think it's her sister. Yeah, it was her twin sister. So, the main character, Emery, leaves and goes to live with her father. And she wants to experience things. And she meets this boy who, his name is Caden Monroe. And he's kind of a jerk, I guess. But I'm guessing it's like enemies to lovers. But I know something bad is going to happen in the end of this. I just have that feeling, and I'm going to end up crying because of that, but we'll see. And yeah, that's why this book, it intimidates me, and I haven't heard anybody talk about it on here because I think it's a newer release. So maybe I'll do a reading vlog reading this book. All right, and pick number 5, which is the last one, is a book set in high school. This should be easy. I have plenty of YA I need to read. So let me see what I have and go from there. Alright, so for a book set in high school, this is going to be a reread for me, but it's been a while since I have read this, and that book is Crave by Tracy Wolff. I have been slowly collecting all the books as they come out, and I think I have 5 of them. I think that's how many are out right now. But I really need to reread this because I've only read the first 2, and I've been wanting to reread this. But this is, it says, my whole world changed when I stepped inside the academy. Nothing is right about this place or the other students in it. Here I am, a mere mortal among gods or monsters. I still can't decide which of these warring factions I belong to, if I belong at all. I only know the one thing that unites them is their hatred for me. Then there's Jackson Vega, a vampire with deadly secrets who hasn't felt anything for 100 years. But there's something about him that calls to me, something broken in him that somehow fits with what's broken in me, which could spell death for us all. Because Jackson walled himself off for a reason. And now someone wants to wake sleeping monster, and I'm wondering if I was brought here intentionally as the bait. I do remember that this is an easy read book. The chapters are short, and it has a bunch of like vampires and dragons and werewolves and all the paranormal stuff. that I love in books, but I do know that Tracy Wolff, did say she loved the Twilight books, and that's what really got her into wanting to write her own. So I am excited to reread this and see what I think now compared to, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. So yeah, this is for a book set in high school. As you can see, March is going to be a crazy month for me with reading. I have some big books in here, and at least I have some small books and different genre books to go with for readings, just to like change up my mood. I also have some reading vlogs I have planned for in March, and I'm excited for you guys to see those. And yeah, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like and that subscribe with that notification bell, and you'll be the first to know when I am posting. And as always, keep on reading, people. Bye!